the height okay?
Hi Christopher, it's Dr. Buford. I'm here with the rest of the shoulder team. We're just getting started on the right shoulder. We're looking in from the back to the front, so this gray plastic cannula is coming in the front of your shoulder. I'm just going to go through the anatomy like you've seen on some of the other videos. Here's the biceps tendon on the left of the gray cannula. The tendon itself right here looks good, right? And so if this is all we were looking at, we wouldn't see a problem. But when you look down at the insertion, this is that slap lesion here. See all this torn tissue here? That's what's affecting your throwing, all this stuff right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut the biceps, because now that we've confirmed the slap lesion, we're going to cut the biceps, and then we're going to trim the labrum and see if we have to do anything else to the labrum to make sure it doesn't cause any future problems either. So the first step is we're going to cut the biceps down here. Okay, so there's the biceps, that's gone. Now we're going to put in our shaver. And once we lock it down, we'll have a look at this labrum that's torn and just trim it back a bit. The shaver has suction attached to it, which allows us to trim back some of this torn tissue very quickly. Okay, great. So now we're looking down at the labrum. Like we've pretty much done the job we wanted to here. And that shouldn't bother you anymore now that the biceps tendon is not pulling on this torn area. Okay, so now we're looking down the front of the shoulder, and this anatomy looks just great. Just give the dental lift up on the This anatomy looks great. We'll pull back, we can see the back of the shoulder. Posterior capsule looks good, no signs of any significant problems here. Articular surfaces look pretty smooth. Here is the subscapularis portion of the rotator cuff. Got a little bit of tissue in front of it. But that tendon looks good. And that's basically the tail end of the biceps right here. Okay, so I think we've seen everything we need to see. Hold this shape. And I think I already showed you this, but just to confirm, this is the main portion of the rotator cuff at the top of the screen. That's the supraspinatus portion, and that looks just fine. So now that we've got the biceps detached, this labrum should be stable from here on out. It shouldn't tear any further. In fact, we've taken away all the parts that were torn. The middle glenohumeral ligament right here running at an angle across, actually coming across the subscapularis. So I think we're going to finish up inside the joint. We're going to go ahead and get this biceps reattached.